students. Today I am here with another video in front of you. Okay, our today's topic is transformation. I am not going to discuss all the things together. Transformation is such a topic, it is both for SSC and HSC students. Both the students of SSC and HSC, they need to answer transformation based on structure. I am going to discuss about transformation based on structure. That means simple, complex and compound sentences. We are asked to transform the sentences either from simple to complex or vice versa, or simple to compound or compound to complex, like this. So before understanding how to transform the sentences, we need to know one thing, that is, what is a simple sentence, what is a complex sentence. That is, how to identify that this sentence is complex or this sentence is simple. If you are asked to change a sentence from complex to simple, you need to know what are the criteria of a simple sentence. Okay? But before that, if you want to identify if a sentence is simple or complex, you need to know about clause. About clause. Okay? Clause is a part of sentence. A part of sentence can be a phrase or can be a clause. How will we understand that it is a clause or it is a phrase? For that, we need to know about finite and non-finite verb. Finite and non-finite verb. How will we understand a finite verb? A finite verb means the verb that helps us to identify a tense. Identify the tense of a sentence. In which tense the sentence is. We can identify the sentence, we can identify the tense of the sentence by the verb. Like, I like to play football. If you want to change it to present perfect, you have to say, I'd liked to play football. So you are changing the word like to have liked or liked. So like is a finite verb, and to play, it doesn't change. So it is a non-finite verb. Suppose, see, going there, in line number 1, going there, I met Shumon. There are two parts in the sentence, going there and I met Shumon. If I asked you to change it to future indefinite tense or future simple, what will you do? Going there, I will meet Shumon. You will write, going there, I will meet Shumon. So you are not changing the verb of this part of the sentence. And there is a verb which changes into different forms. There is a verb which changes into different forms when you are asked to change the tense of that sentence. The verb that changes according to the tense is called a finite verb. And the verb that doesn't change is a non-finite verb. We don't need to know about non-finite verb while identifying the structure of a sentence, simple, complex or compound. We need to know about finite verb. If a subject and a finite verb is there, then that part of the sentence is called clause. That part of the sentence is called clause. If there is no finite verb, then it is called phrase. Going there is no finite verb, then it is called phrase. There can be an non-finite verb, or there may not be any verb, like my last meal, that is a phrase. The color of her eyes, that is a phrase, because there is no finite verb. If there is a subject and a finite verb, that is called clause. If there is only one clause, that is called a simple sentence. Here, this is a simple sentence. Why? Because there is only one clause. This is also a simple sentence because there is only one clause. So, how will we understand a simple sentence? If there is only one clause, that is a simple sentence. How will we identify a clause? If there is only one subject and a finite verb. If there is a subject and a finite verb, that is called clause. If there is only one clause, that is a simple sentence. Phrase doesn't matter. There can be a phrase or there may not. Like, if I avoid the words going there, it is still a sentence. I met Shumon. That can still be a sentence. Then, come to the second sentence. See, there are two parts. As I went there, I met Shumon. As I went there, I met Shumon. There are two parts in this sentence. The first part, if I ask you to change it to future tense, what will you do? As I will go there, as I will go there, I will meet Shumon. How will you write? As I will go there, I will meet Shumon. So this verb is getting changed. Same thing is happening here also. This verb is getting changed. There is a subject, there is also subject. So this is a clause. Accordingly, this is a clause too. So there are two clauses. If there are two clauses, it can either be a complex sentence or a compound sentence. How you understand that it is a complex or compound? There is a rule. See, if I avoid these words, the first part of the sentence, if I say I met Shumon, can that be a sentence? Obviously that can be a sentence. I met Shumon. But if I avoid this part, the last part, if I say as I went there, as I went there, can that complete your full, can that express the full meaning? As I went there, anything may happen, so it doesn't complete the full meaning. So as I went there, that is a clause, but that cannot complete the full expression. When a clause can complete the full expression, when it has a full meaning, it is called principal clause. And when it cannot complete the full meaning, it is called subordinate clause. So, having a finite verb, after having a finite verb, if it cannot complete the meaning fully, if it cannot express the meaning fully, that is called a subordinate clause. And the one that can complete the meaning, it is called principal clause. A principal clause is itself a simple sentence actually. Okay, and a subordinate clause has to depend on the principal clause. Now, if you find that if there is a subordinate clause and a principal clause, that means there will be obviously a principal clause and there may be one or two subordinate clauses that depends on the principal clause. That is called complex sentence. So a simple sentence means there will be only one clause, and a complex sentence means there will be two clauses at least. One will be obviously a principal clause and the other or others will be subordinate clause or clauses. There can be phrase, because phrase doesn't matter if either it is a simple sentence or complex sentence or compound sentence. There may not be any phrase or there may be thousands of phrases. Phrase doesn't matter according to the structure. So we have understood phrase and clause, principal clause and subordinate clause. Now, how about compound sentences? Compound sentences are actually having at least two principal clause, okay, and they will be connected with the linkers, with conjunctions, with connectors. Like I went there, that is a sentence. There is a subject, there is a finite verb, and that can complete the full expression, that can complete the meaning. Similarly, I met Shumon. Here the word I is there, though it is not said to make the sentence beautiful. I met Shumon. That is also a compound, that is also a clause, and that is also a principal clause. So I went there, that is a principal clause. I met Shumon, that is a principal clause. Both of them are connected with the connectors and. That how a compound sentence is formed. Now, how to change a complex sentence to simple? The thing is very simple. There will be two clauses, that means there will be two finite verb or finite verb, whatever you say. You have to make the finite verb of the subordinate clause to non-finite. You have to change the finite verb of the subordinate clause to non-finite. It can be either gerund or can be participle, or you can use the adjective form of the word or noun of that word, or you can just avoid the word if the meaning doesn't change. That is the thing that we have to learn. So my next class will be how to change a complex sentence, how to transform a sentence from complex to simple or either simple to complex and vice versa. That's all for today.